Hey there, this is Tracy with an episode of Salad and Wine, and since we are finally having rain, I'm going to do a pot salad, aka Lobster Bisque, okay? So that is what I'm really excited to show you guys. And so first step is we've got to do the lobster. Now, first step is we have to open the wine. Can't forget that. So just a little story about the lobster. So I go to Poppy's or go to Rocca's Market to go look at the seafood from Poppy's Seafood, and I saw the live tanks of lobster. Now, that was part of the recipe, and I just couldn't do it, okay? Just couldn't do it. So I kind of had to ad-lib a little bit on the lobster and just get some lobster tails, and then instead of like the claws that are kind of yummy, I got some langostino, and that was what I was told was kind of like lobster, so that way I didn't have to kill a lobster. So this is that wonderful, inexpensive Santa Barbara Chardonnay, and since it's raining, normally I would have red wine, but because it's Lobster Bisque, I thought, okay, white, so both would work, right? Okay, that's pretty decent. So, first thing we need to do is take these babies and get the meat out. So I was just gonna cut straight through, and I got these lobster tails at Rocca's, so they're not that expensive, but they're pretty decent sized actually. So I'm just gonna split it in half. Take the next one, just split it in half, super easy, and then you just crack it open, okay? Now I'm gonna make a healthy version of Lobster Bisque, so I'm hoping it tastes awesome. So we've got these two little delectable pieces of meat, and I'm just gonna chop them up with my scissors. And then I've got these wild caught langostino tails, so I'm going to rinse them out and then add them to the rest of the pot. I'm going to just take a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, next up it's time to chop the onions. We've got 2 onions, and just so you know, I went back and I made the pieces of lobster like a lot smaller. I went back with my scissors and just cut them so they're little teeny tiny chunks. Kind of like the same size of each little langostino. So now all we have to do is take the vegetables. I'm actually going to do onions, garlic, and carrots, and just run it through the chopper. So I want to show you how easy it is to use this chopper. You know how much pain it is to cut onions? Well, all you got to do is cut it in 4 sections. Okay, put it in the chopper. Put on a little lid, whoops, and the top, and go like this. There you go, chopped onion, whole chopped onion. Just take the thing out and then scrape the container. And now to do the bell pepper. And now the carrots. Oh, I'm going to throw the garlic in with the carrots. So now we have all the veggies in a bowl, and I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of paprika and add it to the pot. Next, what you do is you just add a ½ cup of sweet wine. So I've got just this sweet white Moscato. All I do is use it for cooking. I can't stand drinking it. It tastes horrible. So let's see, add about a ½ cup. Yep. And then we just add that to the pot. Okay, next we're gonna add some tomatoes, and I got organic tomatoes. They're diced up with sea salt. So now we add milk and chicken broth. Okay, now that soup has cooked down for a good 20 minutes. And now we've got to finish it up. But first things first. All right, so what we're gonna do is scoop half of this broth or stock or whatever, soup stock, into the blender. Okay, so we can puree it. 3 scoops. And then the other half, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it through a sieve. Okay, so we can strain it so it's nice and smooth. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna press all the liquid out, so you can see me. You're gonna press all the liquid out of the sieve like this so that you can actually get all of the juice out of the vegetables. That'll be a nice snack for the chickens, the leftover vegetables. So then you take this and you add it to the pot and take half a cup of milk. Now I used skim milk and 2 tablespoons of gluten-free flour. And mix it up and add it to the soup stock. And now we're gonna cook it again. Okay, and now all we have to do is cook that soup for about a couple minutes, say 2 to 3 minutes, until it all thickens up from the flour mixture. Now we just need to slice a little bit of green onion for the topping. Okay, so put the green onion in a bowl and add a little bit of olive oil. Just add a teaspoon. Okay, and the shake of sea salt. This is like the coolest recipe. And just mix it up a little bit. And then you just dump it out on a cookie sheet. Okay, and then spread it out really thin. And we're just gonna bake it for a few minutes. So it's so cool. The green onions now are going to be crispy, crunchy little toppings for the bisque. So it's time for preparation. So what we do is we put the lobster back into the broth, add lemon, and a little Tabasco, or a lot of Tabasco, depending if you like me and like spicy, and stir it up. Okay, then you just dish it into your bowl and add some crunchy green onion. Oh, it looks delicious. A little bit of pepper. And there you go. Healthy lobster bisque hot salad and Santa Barbara Chardonnay. This is Tracy. Bon appetit.